Hey guys, it's me, Sharanta. Today I'll be doing mathematics, chapter 5, coordinate geometry, exercise 5.4. So this is 10th grade and simple syllabus. So now let's look at the questions one by one and also go slowly so that you'll be able to understand much more clearly. So first, let's look at the first question. Find the slope of the following straight lines. So guys, we gotta find the slope, and there's also an equation for it. M is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. So we know that there's like progression in algebraic. So I'll just take it as algebraic progression because this is the form of equation. So you can take this in a form of algebraic expression. So what are the two types of expression? A, B, C and X, Y, Z. So there's not A or B or C, but there is Y over here. That means it's in the format of X, Y, Z. So X is not present as, so we can put it as 0x plus 5y minus 3 is equal to 0. So now we have the perfect equation. So we just gotta do it by the formula. So what's the formula? So slope is equal to slope of m is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. So what's the coefficient of x, guys? So it's minus. So this is minus. You can put minus 0 by 5. So since this is in the negative side, we can put it over here. So this is positive. You can put it over here, and the minus goes down there, and then it gets cancelled due to SO function, and we get m is equal to a 0. The slope is 0. So this is the first sum answer. Our second sum, 7x minus 3 by 17 is equal to 0. So guys, we have an x, so it's in the format of x, y, z. So we can see that there is x, but there is no y, and also z, but we can take the z as minus 3 by 17. So what I can do is that, so 7x, so this is a minus here, we can put as minus 0y minus 3 by 17 is equal to 0. So since there's a fraction 17, just take the 17 as an LCM and then just divide by everything. So 17 times 7, it's 49, so 119x, 17 minus 0, so 0y. This in this fraction form it won't apply, so it's just minus 3 by 17 is equal to 0. So the 17 will go multiplied by 0 over here, and I get 119x minus 0y minus 3 is equal to 17. And this is the equation over here. So let's put a slope m is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. So coefficient of x is minus 119 by minus 0. So 0 cancel. So divide 199 by 0. So we can't, and it's infinite. So I'll just state that m is equal to undefined. This is the sum. And the first sum is over. Second subdivision. Now let's go for the second sum for subdivision. First question. So we're gonna find the slope of the line, which is first question, parallel to y, parallel to y is equal to 0.7x minus 11. So you can see that there's an x over here, so this is the equation, so x, but there's no y. So you can just see that. So since it's a straight line equation, we don't gotta put a 0y, 0x. So let's just straight up put up as 0.7x. So minus over here, so minus y minus 11 is equal to 0. So this is the equation. And slope m is equal to minus coefficient of x by minus coefficient of y. Oh sorry, not minus. So this is minus. So minus 0.7 by y, which is minus 1. So minus 1, so we'll cancel. So 0.1 divided by 1, you'll get 0.7. So that's it, guys. That's literally the answer. So guys, parallel is different and perpendicular is different. So that's why we're going to look at the second subdivision. So guys, since it's perpendicular, now we gotta put 0y. So parallel is different. So first time it was parallel. No, the first one was perpendicular. This is parallel. Sorry. So you can see that perpendicular to line x is equal to 11. So we can say that there's neither x nor y. So we can put it as x plus 0y. Plus 11 is equal to 0, because since the minus over here, the minus will cancel out. So minus, and then the coefficient of x, 1 is just go like straight. So 1 by 0 is 1 by 0. Yes. Also it's minus, so minus. So this we can take as m1. Perpendicular is different. So next, so we gotta find for perpendicular, then give an m2 value. So for perpendicular, that's a formula for it. So m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. m1 is equal to minus 1 by 0 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So m2, if the minus 1 by 0 goes over here, so minus 1 plus 1 by 0. So plus 1 minus 1 will cancel, and then m2 will get as 0. So the slope of the line perpendicular to the line x is equal to minus 11 will be m2 is equal to 0. So this will be the answer, guys. Now let's go to third subdivision. So I'll be doing till 5 sums in first part. The second part I'll learn, and then I'll teach you guys till 11. The third one, x by 3 plus y by 4 plus 1 by 7 is equal to 0, and 2x by 3 plus y by 2 plus 1 by 10 is equal to 0. So guys, so this is first a question. Check whether the given lines are parallel or perpendicular. So what we gotta do is that we gotta find m1 and m2. If it's equal, then it's parallel. If it's not, then it's perpendicular. So first let's find m1 and m2. So first, this is the first equation. Second one. So x by 3 plus y by 4 plus 1 by 7 is equal to 0. So what is slope? Minus coefficient of x. So it's 1 by 3. So since we know that it doesn't any, so it means it's 1. So if that 1 is multiplied by the by 3 over here, so it's get 1 by 3. So we get minus 1 by 3. I'll put it over in horizontal or parallel. This 1 by 3 whole divided by 1 by 4. You can see that the minus is over here and there's no minus. So we can subconjugate as minus 1 by 3 into, we can put the 4 over here. So 4 by 1. So what do you get? Just multiply like this, so you get minus 4 by 3. So this is m1. So m1 is equal to minus 4 by 3. Next one, 2x by 3 plus y2 plus 1 by 10 is equal to 0. So the coefficient of x will be minus 2 by 3. So minus 2 by 3 whole divided by 1 by 2. So since we conjugated this, so we get minus 2 by 3 into 2 will go over here. So 2 by 1. So we get just multiply like this. So we get minus 4 by 3. M2 is equal to minus 4 by 3. Therefore, that is parallel. This equation is parallel. So since this is equal, that means this is parallel. If it's not, that it means it's perpendicular. So the next sum will be perpendicular, guys. So you can see like the y values are not equal, as well as the x and the z value. We'll be looking at that shortly. It will be 5x plus 23y plus 14 is equal to 0, and 23x minus 5y plus 9 is equal to 0. So guys, it's literally the same exact step how we used to do the first subdivision. So we got find m1 and m2. So first we can mark the first equation. This is second equation. So 5x plus 23y plus 14 is equal to 0, right? So coefficient of is minus 5 by 23. This is m1. So in my third, okay guys, just look how big this sum. So I'm actually doing this sum, but just look, I just got the answer in like 2 steps. But remember, in the exam you should not do like this, but you gotta, simplify. Like you gotta do the exact steps, because teachers will always not be supportive to like fast calculators, and you just gotta do it like step by step. So I'll just be doing like this. So it takes more time. So this is m1, and 23x minus 5y plus 9 is equal to minus 23 by minus 5, minus will cancel, so m2 is equal to 23 by 5. So guys, you think m1 and 2 is equal? So no, since, so this is since and this is therefore. So since m1 is not equal to m2, you can take that. For perpendicular, m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So what is m1? Minus 5 by 23 times 23 by 5 is equal to minus 1. That's it. This is the answer. So the given line is perpendicular. So these two lines are perpendicular rather not parallel. So that's it. The third sum is over. So only two more sums, so part one is gets over. So guys, the fourth question is actually kind of tricky, really tricky. So if the straight line 12y is equal to minus of b plus 3x plus 12, comma 12x minus 7y is equal to 16 are perpendicular, then find y. They ask us to find x. I don't know why, but we gotta find y here. So let's take the important key steps. Key equations will be 12y is equal to minus b plus 3 x plus 12, whereas there's another equation 12 x minus 7y is equal to 16. So first, let's take this as the first equation and this is second. So we gotta simplify first equation because this is not in order. So 12y is equal to minus of p plus 3x plus 12. We can say that y goes over there. So it's minus of p plus 3 12x. No, that's not supposed to come. No, x is already a coefficient, so let's just put x back. So x plus, so this y will go over here, and the 12 will go over here. This 12y minus 12 is equal to 0. So guys, you can just see how I got it. So, function of y minus p plus 3. What? No. P plus 3 minus of 12. So this is m1. We can just take this as m1. We're going to find m2. So m2 will be easy, quite easy. So 12x minus 7y is equal to 16. So minus 12y minus 7. So